Hi guys, I'm Shahzad and welcome in this video. Today we're gonna discuss about the conditions. Let's suppose if you are saying if the age is greater than 5, then what happens? Which code you are going to execute? So this is the conditions. Age greater than 5 or age greater than 15. So how conditions works in PHP? Like I'm talking about the if, else and also the switch statements. So let's get started. We have already used the if else. So this is the condition. So we normally use the condition statements when we perform the different action based on the different conditions. So now as you can see, you have the 10 and we are going to say that this is the 5. I'm saying if x has the value equals to 10, sorry, equals to 10, then execute this one, this code, this block of code. Let's suppose echo, yes, it's true. You can define 3 and definitely it will show you the 3. Go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's saying yes, it's true, yes, it's true, yes, it's true. Why? Because you have to use the concatenate and use the tag, which is the BR, to break the row. Now, fine. But if you are saying x equals to 11, so you have assigned the 10 value in the x, so x is not equals to 11 because it's false. So if you are not using the else, then if I say echo, I'm saying after if, here, as you can see, it's executing this statement. So if you are performing the other operations like else, if this is true, then execute this block of code. Otherwise, execute this code. Let's suppose I'm saying here is a false. So as you can see, here is the false. You can also compare more than one value. Like if you are saying x greater than 11, so x is the 10, you are assigning the 10 in the x, so it's not greater than 11. So that's why the system automatically execute the else. So as you can see, it's executing else. If you are using the equals to sign after the greater than, then you are saying that x is greater than 11. No, it will give you the false, or check x is equals to 11. So it's still giving you. If I saying less than, so as you can see, so x is less than 11. Yes, it's true because you have the 10 value and you are saying 10 is less than 11. Okay, fine. But as you can see, this is the conditions. If you are using the 9, as you can see, it's give you the false. If you say 10, so it's give you the true. You can also use several conditions like else if, and make sure you have to use these curly braces. Let's suppose if you are saying if x greater than 10, then execute this one. So now refresh the page. If you say 11, so now here is the else, because you are assigning, I'm saying equals to, now it will execute it the else if here. So these are the conditions. You can also use the and or operators and also the not operators. Like if you are performing the multiple conditions, if you are checking the multiple conditions, if you are saying and, both are the same things. Check y equals to 10. So now refresh the page, it's executing the else if y, because you are returning the true from this statement, but you are returning the false from this statement. Let's suppose if you are saying 1, you are just saying 1, and definitely it will execute it the if statement. Why? Because 1 is the true. If you say false, it will execute it the else if statement, because this is the true statement. If you are also saying false, then it will execute the else. So here is the else. If you say 0 and you are also saying this is the 0, so it's also executing the else statement. Why? Because 0 is the false, and also false is also false for the conditions if you're working with the if statement. We'll discuss about the if in detail while working on some kind of projects or examples. But for now, you can also use the switch statement. So switch statement always executed a block of code. How? If I'm saying die, so it's a built-in function. It's dying this code below, from here to the below. So that's why I'm using that. Don't worry about it. Now, if I'm saying switch, we have different kind of cases here. So if I say 10, then I'm saying yes, it's true, break. We always use the break. And now if I say case 20, then I'm saying echo, yes, the value is 20, and break. Pass the x here. Since x has the 10 value, so definitely the system automatically executed this block of code. So go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's saying yes, it's true. Now, if you are saying assigning the 20 here, then it's saying it's executing this block of code. You may have different kinds of code here. You can use that. Let's suppose if you are saying, so you are using the 3 lines, so it's executing the 3 lines. So it's depend upon you. So this is the switch operations or the switch statement. And now let's suppose if you are giving the 5, then what happens? As you can see, it's not executing this block of code or these block of lines. So in this case, you have to use the default. And now if you say that echo I am default, so as you can see, now it's saying default. So you can create as many cases as you want. But let's suppose if you are giving the 10 here in the X, and now you are not using the break statement, then what happens? As you can see, it's executing this line of code and also executing this. So that's why you are saying break. So if you want to stop the execution of a particular file, then you have to use the break. We'll discuss about the break in our later lectures while working on the loops. Okay guys, so in this way you can use the conditions. You can use if, you can define the else, you can define the else if, and also the else. You also have the switch statement. So I hope guys you are enjoying our video. So thank you for watching.